So there's just, there's probably been a little bit of depression lately. And the moon rules your fourth house of home. But you know what I'm confused about here is from what I see, you don't have any planets in the fourth house. Were you born at 1:18 p.m.?
Right. No, I don't have any planets in the fourth house, but they're just, since in October of 2009, I actually lost a piece of property
Ooh.
to a banking scandal, basically. To sum it up.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, I moved out of a piece of property that I had owned at that time. And you just go on with your life. You figure, well, whatever, pick yourself up by the bootstraps and go on. And I've got two businesses that I'm promoting, and those just won't break ground enough to support yourself. I can't get those to break ground enough for that. And I literally just, so without that, you really can't cover your overhead.
Okay.
I have been in 4 different spots, and I keep going back and forth to different family members, and there's been a lot of strained closure to things.
Yes.
Very bizarre closure.
Yes. You're in a completion cycle right now, Christine. And
Well, I like the word completion.
yeah, and it was particularly potent since December 22nd of 2009. And it will last. I mean, that's when your energy, before that, the year before that, at least you had plenty of energy to handle things. But since your birthday of 2009, it's almost like, when is something going to break? It's like, it's been very frustrating, I can imagine, since this last December. And it's going to last until your birthday of this December. Not necessarily the depression. That's lifting now. I think there was some depression with this.
I don't know if I'd really call it depressing or just absolute exhaustion.
Okay, that'll work.
Like very draining, like, oh my God, come on. After that Sagittarian transit, in Pluto, I mean, I thought I just would never encounter anything again, and then this hit, and it thought, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Like, what more do you want me to do?
Well, listen, I've got good news and bad news, okay?
Sure.
Okay, the bad news is this is going to continue. It's like you're going to feel frustrated in making new starts until just before, maybe even 3 weeks before your next birthday. But the good news is, beginning at that point, you have a year of major new beginnings. There will be 2 very strong ones. One will be a business opportunity. I'm not sure what the other is, if it's home, relationship, what it's going to be, but there will be 2 major opportunities. The business opportunity has to do with you beginning to take more leadership.
Okay.
Now, your key here is you need to work is very important for you. So you really need to focus on getting a routine straight. Really, you need to be in a situation where you can organize yourself. So if you're living with family members, that makes it pretty difficult. I mean, it looks to me like family members.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That is where the frustration is coming
So
in. I'm extremely organized, and if my work is disorganized, it's just like an implosion.
Perfect. So with your home situation, what about even renting a room for a while in some other family's home, not one of your own?
That's what I have tried, and it's just I can't seem to break ground on any of my businesses enough to do that. And like I say, on the one hand, any human being would become very frustrated with it, but then I keep ending up in spots where, I mean, it's going to sound strange, but I know it's a divine intervention to extreme closure that's been going on, some very, very strange things. So I'm very accepting when I know. I mean, I really can feel it, and I know it when it...
Well, it makes sense to me because a time of completions involves letting go of the old. So there are probably relationships disappearing that you thought were going to be there for a lifetime, and many things just kind of leaving your life. And all of this is part of like getting rid of stuff so that new cycle can start 3 weeks before your next birthday.
Okay.
So let it go
Okay.
and bless it with love,
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, there's definitely a lot. So I just know that. But it's good to know that there's a time frame, where it's stopping, too, because it's like, I mean, I spoke with you for the very first time back in 2008, and honestly, the conversation changed my life. And so have, two of your books.
Oh, I'm so
Astrology,
pleased.
Soul, and Cosmic Love. I think everyone should leave the nursery right after they're born with a copy of both of those.
How to navigate your life on planet Earth.
Well, we'll just do it on audio and we'll play it. Forget the Beethoven music. I'm telling
That's
you.
great. That's great.
Oh,
I
good.
wish I would have known that information when I was a kid.
Oh, you're not kidding. I look at this now and say, wow, how did I survive without this knowledge? Oh, but I'm telling you. So, having gone through all that, I really say, my God, what is going on? It's got to break. I can, even the Brooklyn Bridge the supports need to be structured every now and then, and I just can't get to that moment.
Right. Well, now you know, okay?
Now
You
I
just
know
hang in there, complete things, keep yourself as organized as you can, and it'll shift just before your next birthday. All right?
Okay.
Thanks for calling. Keep us posted, will you?
I will do that. Thank
Okay.
you.
All righty.
Evening.
Thank you for calling in. And we have a break now, and we'll be right back. It's just a short break, a couple of minutes.
We'll be right back with more of The Jan Spiller Show.